Boxing masters have anticipated the result of the Beterbiev versus Beterbiev-Bivol battle new off his new triumph, as the undisputed heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk has previously focused on the future, making a striking expectation about the following. Undisputed light heavyweight champion Beterbiev-Bivol was scheduled to fight Artur Beterbiev on June 1st in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Yet, as it frequently goes in boxing, destiny had an alternate arrangement. What unfurled? As the undefeated Russian contender flaunting a perfect knockout records ready for his high-stakes confrontation, he sadly experienced a cracked meniscus, deferring the eagerly awaited session. While he stepped in to confront Malik Zoned, the substitute for BBV, on June 1st, the undisputed conflict is presently scheduled for October 12th, as per His Excellency Turi Alek. The fascinating inquiry remains, which Russian heavyweight does the Ukrainian top dog back? The impending conflict between Beterbiev and BV vows to be a zapping occasion, setting two undefeated titans in opposition to one another. Expectation for this standoff soar. After Biville's telling execution against Zad, where he displayed his knockout power by ground surface him with a left snare in the 6th round, this triumph solidly settled Bivol as a considerable power, equaling his Russian rival's own standing for savagery in the ring. During a new episode of the 3 Knockdown Rule digital broadcast, Alexander Usyk shared his bits of knowledge on the forthcoming battle, communicating his conviction that Bivol could arise as the victor. The Ukrainian boss said, "I surmise Bivol, he has great legs, great development. I watched the battle with Canelo Alvarez, great boxing guarding counter, punch, and combos. Generally, the two warriors appear to be equitably coordinated, yet Turf flaunts a noteworthy 100% knockout proportion." While Bivol has caused disturbances by overcoming boxing genius Canelo Alvarez, many anticipate a furious confrontation. Yet, assuming Usyk's forecasts hold any weight, Bivol could have the high ground in the meantime. Bivol has shared bits of knowledge into how he adjusted his procedure to confront Zad on May 3rd. Artur Beterbiev declared that a physical issue would keep him from contending. This frustrating news opened the entryway for the undefeated Malik Zad, who consented to step in and guarantee the occasion would proceed, albeit many fans were all the while expecting a Bivol triumph. There stayed a weak, good omen that the dark horse could accomplish an amazing upset anyway. When Ball uncovered how he exchanged systems after Zoned came in, it was clear Harmony never had a potential for success. In the post-battle interview, Bivol said, "We are proficient fighters. We need to change strategies all of a sudden, and I had sufficient opportunity to change my arrangements for an alternate warrior to Beterbiev after a long expectation. Boxing devotees are preparing for a thrilling confrontation on October 12th as Beterbiev and Beterbiev conflict in the ring. This profoundly expected session vows to crown the following undisputed light heavyweight champion, a title that hasn't been held since Roy Jones Jr. in 1999. In the meantime, mentor Robert Garcia has tipped Beterbiev to procure a choice over Artur Beterbiev, the head coach of Robert Garcia Boxing Foundation. Garcia comprehends that the session between the two best warriors in Russia and the main two light heavyweights on the planet will be challenging to conclude. Garcia referenced that he was unable to sit tight for the battle, noticing that it would be difficult to pick a champ. He added that he inclined towards Bivol winning by choice. Expected battle among Bivol and Lagerbev has been a very long time in the preparation and holding up, as Beterbiev's knee injury constrained the challenge to be cancelled. With a great record of 23 successes and 12 knockouts, Bivol has cut out a remarkable vocation, prevailing over striking rivals, for example, super middleweight champions Saul Canelo Alvarez and Gilberto Ramirez, by his impending conflict with BBV, who brags an ideal record 20 wins, generally by knockout, stands as the main test of Bivol's excursion. Garcia communicated his conviction that Bivol has a style that would keep BF from getting in. He wasn't completely sure, however, figured Bivol would move forward and get a choice success. Garcia perceives that at 39, Beterbiev is as yet an impressive power, all through his 11-year proficient excursion. He has definitively shut down each adversary in his way, in spite of the fact that Bivol represents his hardest test. Yet, Garcia is very much aware that Beterbiev's knockout power keeps him a risky competitor consistently. Garcia noticed that wouldn't shock him the slightest bit, assuming that Beterbiev hurt Bivol and took him out, recognizing that Beterbiev's power is sufficiently able to thump anybody. Roy Jones Jr., an unsurpassed boxing legend, surely conveyed a few remarkable exhibitions at 175 pounds anyway for the majority fans. His pinnacle came when he governed the super middleweight division as Superman. As of late, Jones imparted his experiences to boxing social in regards to the profoundly expected light heavyweight standoff between Artur Beterbiev and Beterbiev-Bivol, an occasion that conveys enormous importance in the boxing scene. His contemplations on this stupendous conflict are certainly worth our consideration. Jones, who prevailed over prominent rivals like Montel Griffin, a previous prime Mike McCallum, Virgil Slope Reggie Johnson, Julio Cesar Gonzalez, and Clinton Woods, during his time in the light heavyweight division, has said something regarding the impending unification session on October 12 between two undefeated Russian contenders. He vehemently expressed that it's anything but a 50-by-50 battle, and as of now has a particular #1 as a main priority. Jones said of Bivol against Bev, "No, it's anything but a 50-50 battle. One. BBV is a lot more seasoned. BBV has been thumped down. Bivol has never been down. Bivol has been in there with who at the time was the pound-for-pound best in Canelo Alvarez and made him seem to not be anything, so it's anything but a 50-by-50 better. Biff has got all that to show me to take it back to a 50-50 battle." He further added, "Right now, Bivol enjoys the benefit at 60-by-40 now. BBF is quite a fellow and one amazing warrior and has wonderful power, yet he has likewise been down. And as far as I can tell is on the off chance that another person has wrecked you. I must get you down, you comprehend me presently. It's quite a punch to stroll through to get him down. So it's an extremely risky game to play, confronting a stalwart like BBV who flaunts an unsullied records with a stunning 100% knockout rate is unquestionably hazardous for any rival, including Bivol at 39 logger. Bev has encountered difficulties as verified by Jones, yet he reliably ascends to win at merits featuring that no contender has at any point gone all the way with him anyway. One should consider, has Beterbiev experienced a fighter as in fact capable as Bivol, and for Bivol at 33, has he at any point faced somebody having Beterbiev's fierce, dangerous strength? Questions like these truly elevate the expectation for this hotly anticipated confrontation. While Jones raises a few substantial contentions, some are inclining towards Beterbiev to get a KO or stoppage when the chime at long last rings. Beterbiev's abilities will confront its definitive test against Beterbiev's staggering power and extraordinary accuracy 1 month from now. While Beterbiev offers a range of abilities that goes past sheer power, his faultless 100% knockout rate, making him the main ebb and flow champion with such a record, rules the story. Driving into his matchup with Bivol, an expert of key boxing, the two contenders have completely overwhelmed the 175 pounds division, knowing their time for this exceptionally expected confrontation. WBA champion Dimitri Bivol is enjoying some real success after triumphs over remarkable rivals including Sal Canelo Alvarez, Gilberto Ramirez, Lyndon Arthur, and Malik Zut. In the meantime, Artur Beterbiev has effectively protected his bound-together titles against a considerable arrangement of challengers: Marcus Brown, Joe Smith Jr., Anthony Yarda, and Callum Smith. The victor of this session will turn into the primary undisputed light heavyweight champion since Roy Jones Jr., a division eminent for its zapping ability. Close by Jones, warriors like Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev have made a permanent imprint, making this class an exhibit of exciting rivalry. Kovalev, who thriving won 3 of the 4 fundamental titles, named the battle close, yet upheld Ball as a result of his development. As per a meeting with Boxing News, he said it's challenging to make any expectations, yet I incline more to Dimitri in light of the fact that Dimitri has legs to bounce forward and back. Forward and back development chooses a ton in boxing. It's a Russian saying. The legs channel the wolf. Blair Cobbs expects Beterbiev crash with Dimitri Bivol not long from now to be areas of strength for a competitor at welterweight, accepts Bivol will be his hardest test to date and anticipates that he should win. Cobbs said Artur Beterbiev has mind-blowing strength and power. I don't have the foggiest idea how Bivol will be ready to battle someone like that. I don't see Bivol having the option to endure something to that effect, yet it will be extremely fascinating. Bivol could land such a large number of punches on Lagerbev, wreck around, and begin heaping on guides that is going toward be an exceptionally thrilling battle. It will merit seeing. I can hardly stand by to see that one. Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol have been champions on the light heavyweight scene beginning around 2017. In that year, Ball rose to the situation with full WBA champion following Badou Jack's choice to empty the title. In the meantime, BBF guaranteed the empty IBF title by prevailing over Enrio Cohen. He proceeded with his great streak by overcoming Alexander Gazek and Joe Smith Jr. to get the WBC and WBO belts, all while keeping up with his ideal knockout record in his last 10 battles. Bivol has figured out how to get a stoppage against only one rival, featuring an unmistakable contrast from Beterbiev-Bivol's unstable knockout ability. This brings up an enamoring issue in front of their undisputed session 1 month from now. Can Bivol specialized artfulness defeat Beterbiev-Bivol's sheer power? Lynon Arthur brings a particular perspective after his consistent choice lost to Bivol last year and his earlier fighting meetings with BBV. He imparted his experiences to Boxing News. He said, "I used to think Bivol, no, I actually believe Bevil's the best, Bevil's tip-top, yet presently I felt Bivol doesn't hit as hard as the need might arise to keep Blender BV off. I fought Mixer Bev, I know how hard he hits in 16, oh I don't want to make them efforts in 10 ounces, not however long that at any rate as a 12-round battle." He further added, "I don't know man, Bile is a fighter completely, and he'll be glad to remain in there and box his head off in the event that it very well may be done. I'm energized for that battle. I'm perched wavering." Then again, David Benovitz is ready to enter the light heavyweight division, which is as of now overwhelmed by two undefeated forces to be reckoned with. Dimitri Bivol and Beterbiev. Together they have every one of the 5 world titles in this weight class and are set to conflict in the ring in the not-so-distant future. Bivol and Beterbiev were initially booked to go head-to-head on June 1st, yet a physical issue sidelined BBV and wrecked the matchup in his place. Malik Zad was offered the chance to challenge the WBA and IBO light heavyweight champion. Zad battled bravely, at the end of the day, tumbled to a 6th-round technical knockout, preparing for Bivol's impending title unification session with Beterbiev's recuperation timetable still unsure. A rescheduled date for their enthusiastically anticipated confrontation stays unannounced.